Hi everybody. In the previous class we discussed about transportation in animals. And in today's class we are going to discuss about transportation in plants. And in the previous class we discussed the last heading as kidneys. The excretory system known as kidneys. And in kidneys, okay, the important point that we need to remember is dialysis. Okay, what is dialysis? Okay, if a person is having infection in the kidney or injury in the kidney, that kidney will get what? Failure. We say it as failure of kidney. And we know that kidney is the main excretory organ. Kidneys are the main excretory organ which will filter good substances from the bad substances. So if there is a failure of kidney, the patient will accumulate in the patient's blood. Accumulation of waste substances takes place. So these waste substances are harmful. So the patient who is having kidney failure, they should undergo dialysis. Okay, this is a special treatment. Dialysis. Artificial kidney we say it as artificial kidney. So in this, what happens? They install artificial kidney to filter the good substances from the waste substances, and it is done periodically. So if the patient will not be filtered, if the patient is not treated with this artificial kidney, that patient may die due to accumulation of waste substances. So that patient needs to be treated with artificial kidney to separate what? Waste substances. Okay, all these waste substances are accumulated in the blood. So this is done periodically. In order to keep the patient alive. So this process is known as dialysis. Artificial kidney is known as dialysis. Okay, so now we are going to deal with transport of substances in plants. What are those substances? Those substances may be water, minerals and food. So these are the substances. They need to be transported in plants. So here, these substances are transported in plants by a complex tissue known as vascular tissue. It is done by vascular tissue. This vascular tissue will have again two types of tissues. They are phloem and xylem, or xylem and phloem. Okay, phloem and xylem. So this is known as food conducting tissue, and this is known as water conducting tissue. So we will deal these two tissues in details. Now here, this is xylem. So xylem is known as complex tissue. So xylem contains four components or four types of cells. They are tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. Xylem fibers. So this xylem tissue, they contain 4 types of cells. That's why it is known as complex tissue. That's why it is known as complex tissue. And its function is to conduct water from the ground to upper parts of the plant. And the next complex tissue is phloem. The next complex tissue is phloem. It also contains 4 components or 4 different cells. They are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fibers. So these are the 4 types of cells, and that's why it is also known as complex tissue. So xylem and phloem, they are complex tissue, and phloem's function is to conduct food synthesized from the leaf. Okay, it carries food synthesized from the leaf to other parts of the plant, and xylem carries water from the ground to other parts of the plant. So this xylem not only carries water, it also carries minerals dissolved in the water. So here you can see the section of root. It is having what? Xylem vessels. Xylem vessels are pipe-like narrow structures. Okay, pipe-like narrow structure which carries water and minerals from the ground. Okay, so here it is the root. This is the root, and it has root hairs. So root hairs, their function is what? Their function is to absorb water and minerals present between the soil particles. So this is soil, and between the particles, okay, water may be present. So this water is absorbed by the root hairs. Now these root hairs, they send the water into the xylem. Now this is the conducting tissue, xylem. So xylem is continuous with the stem, and even branches, and finally the water is carried to the leaves. Okay, so to be more precise, here I am drawing a large diagram. So this is the layer of soil. Okay, now we have soil particles. Here soil particles, and here we can see a tree. Having leaves, and it has its root beneath the soil, and this root, they have root hairs. Now this is the root hair. So root hairs. Okay, so here we can see roots. They are beneath the soil, and they have root hairs. These roots, they have root hairs. These root hairs, they collect water which is present between the soil particles. Now this water is absorbed in the root. So by the help of root hairs, they help to absorb the water. Okay, and these root hairs, they are having connection with the xylem vessel. Here you can see xylem vessels. So this xylem vessel is continuous with the stem, and with the branches, okay. And finally these xylem vessels, they send the water into the leaves, okay. So xylem not only carries water, even it carries minerals, dissolved in the water, so dissolved minerals and water is carried by xylem. See here a section of root. So root heads, they absorb the water and they send the water by the help of this xylem vessels to upper portion of the plant, upper part of the plant, okay. Okay, as I told you, xylem, they carry what? Water and even minerals dissolved in the water. Okay, to see how minerals and water they are transported, okay, from the root to upper portion of the plant, we are going to see with an activity. Okay, so in order to understand the minerals how they are transferred, okay, from the by the help of roots, okay, minerals and water, we will discuss with an activity, okay. In this activity we need materials like a glass tumbler, okay, water and red ink and a sharp blade. So these are the materials required. Now we have a glass tumbler, right? So glass tumbler. So this is the glass. In the glass we need to pour 1/3 portion of water, okay. The glass tumbler need to be filled water 1/3, okay. And we need to put red ink. We need to put few red ink drops. So here we need to put red ink, okay. And now we need to insert a herb. So herb is also required material. So here we will take two herbs. And at the base we will cut one herb. Okay, this upper part of the herb we need to insert into the glass tumbler. Okay, so this is the glass tumbler. We have the herb here. Now we need to keep the herb inserted into the glass and we need to keep it for 1 day. After 1 day we need to observe this activity. Okay, so after 1 day what happens? This red water, the water which is having red ink will be carried from the bottom to upper part of the plant. So through this stem the red ink they are transferred by the help of what? By the help of xylem. So red ink is just like mineral dissolved in the water. Red ink is just like mineral dissolved in the water. So after one day, if we cut the earth, we will find here, for example, here red color. We will find red color. Why it is red? Because xylem conducts water. So when it is conducting water, it also carries what? Minerals. So red ink is dissolved in the water and it is carried. So here we find what? Red color. We find red color. And in the fresh plant, if we cut and see, we don't find any red color because only one plant was inserted into the glass tumbler. One plant was inserted into the glass tumbler. So here what we need to know is xylem, they carry water and minerals and their direction is only unidirectional. So from root hairs, the water and minerals are carried to the stem. Okay, carried to the stem. By what? By the help of xylem tissue. So xylem tissue is continuous with the stem, even with the branches of the plant or tree, and finally it reaches to the leaves. So this is unidirectional. Xylem's function is to carry water and minerals and it is unidirectional. But whereas phloem carries the synthesized food from the leaves and circulates to all other parts of the plant, and it is bidirectional. Okay, bidirectional. Xylem is unidirectional, phloem is bidirectional. Okay. So phloem carries food in its direction is bidirectional. Now xylem is unidirectional, phloem is bidirectional. So you might be wondering how tall trees they take water from the ground. Okay, in 6th class we have studied that there is a process known as transpiration. So in transpiration what happens? In transpiration, stomata, they play a vital role. Okay, stomata are present at the surface of the leaves. So these stomata, they open. These stomata are guarded by two guard cells. Okay, these guard cells, they open and close the stomata, during which massive amount of water is released. Through the stomata. So that process is known as what? Transpiration. So transpiration generates what? Transpiration pool. So this transpiration pool is just like we are taking a coconut and sucking the water through the straw. So it generates what? Transpiration pool in the plant. So by the help of transpiration pool, what happens? Massive amount of water is carried from the ground. Okay, is carried from the ground and it is released through the stomata. Okay, and this transpiration pool helps to conduct more water from the ground. Okay, more water from the ground. So transpiration is what? The loss of excess water. Why excess? Because plants, they don't use all the water they take from the ground. Only, okay, if they are using limited amount of water and excess water is released through transpiration. So transpiration helps to carry water from the ground to heights like 200 feet. Okay, plants like trees like 200 feet. To this 200 feet, how the water is carried? By the help of, it is carried by the help of transpiration and then generate what? Transpiration pool. By this they carry from the ground to upper part of the plants. So we have discussed here transport of substances in plants, and we discussed how water and food they are transported, and what all complex tissues are present, xylem and phloem. And in xylem 4 types of cells are present, and in phloem 4 types of cells are present. So in this class today we discussed all these things. So take note of this. Thank you.